it'll look the same for you. So like I don't want you. I don't want to skip any steps. That way you know exactly what I do, why I do it. And if I just log into my existing domain name account where I already have like 80 or 90 domains, there's gonna be a bunch of steps missed as to how I got that far. So first thing I want to show is actually name mesh. I'm not really going to use it. Well, I'm going to use it, but I'm not really going to rely on it to find a winning domain name. I just want to show you kind of how it works to, if you get, kind of get some ideas flowing for you. So what I usually do is just put in one word that I really want in my domain name and then hit generate. So I'm in tech and gadgets. I'm going to just do gadget and hit generate. And they're a Bluehost affiliate, so it'll pop up there every time. So really where you're going to want to look are anywhere where there are .coms. Obviously stay away from premium unless you want to pay $1,000 or more for a premium domain. You see some .coms in two places here. It's supposed to only be showing domains that are available. And the majority of these are going to be 2 words, which is really, what I like. And a lot of this is just going to be like completely random words attached to gadget that are available, which obviously, makes sense. But for the most part, and it's going to be hard for me to find something like this unless I add more keywords in. So, but I want to show you how this works. So if you keep scrolling down, it'll keep looking for more. So some of these aren't that bad. HollywoodGadget.com, Create Gadget, Gadget Quotes. But yeah, it's pretty cool. It just automatically keeps searching for more. It doesn't want. The reason it makes you scroll down is it doesn't want to just keep searching for if you're not really gonna look through all of them. It doesn't want to generate 1,000 names if you're not even going to look at them all anyway. So it's a pretty smart setup there. But you can kind of just what I'm doing is just scrolling down the mouse, and it's kind of I'm looking at them as it generates more. If there was something that caught my eye, then I would just go buy it. But it's kind of addicting too, because you feel like you're gonna miss out if you leave. It's like it's gonna come up with a really good one, and you're gonna miss it if you give up. So that's why I'm still here. Gadget listings actually is not bad, but it doesn't really sound like it could be like an audience. So that's really the biggest thing, is you want it to feel like it could be like an exclusive club, which is really what I'm trying to create. Imagine like landing on a site and it says join, gadgetuniverse.com, or join gadgetuniverse.com's exclusive membership for free. Get access to the latest gadgets before anyone else, something like that. That's really what I'm going for. And it's kind of hard to put that into words, meaning like how to explain to you that your domain name should really feel like it's some kind of a community and or like an exclusive membership. All right, I apologize if you're hearing all kinds of stuff in the background. There are literally construction like 100 feet from the back of our house here. We got like a new road that's being put in, and they're just tearing everything up. So I apologize if you're hearing that. I'm gonna go over to Namecheap now. Well, actually, first, so that's Name Mesh. There's all kinds of other tools that are similar to this that do different things. Just like I said, go to Google, type in domain name generator. There's all kinds of free online tools that'll, just be careful of your time, because you will end up like this. You'll sit there for a long time and not realize it as you're just kind of enthralled with all of the different results. But one thing I want to just give you a tip on is there are a couple ways that you used to be able to get domain names for like 99 cents. And I always used to show this to people. It's very possible that they don't even offer this anymore, but we'll try it again and see. Let's go to Google and type in cheap domain names. And since I do have an incognito window open, it's not going to recognize any of my previous accounts anywhere. So yeah, it looks like these are still active. So, you know, it really honestly doesn't matter who you register your domain with. I prefer Namecheap, which is right here. That's who I have an account with, who I've had an account with for a long time, and about 80 or 90 domains in it. But what I'm going to do today is actually just create a new account so you can see the entire process. And then also, you know, some of these like 99-cent deals, like this one says from 98 cents a year, doesn't mean that like a brand new .com is going to be 98 cents. These could be, you know, kind of like a just one of those like gimmicks to get you in to look. But if you want a 98-cent domain, it's going to be some weird, you know, TLD, which is like, it'll be something besides .com. So you can try that out. You know, some of them will say, you know, $.com domain names or something, but I don't see any. But it doesn't matter. Either way, we're gonna go through and use Namecheap. So I'm just gonna click that ad anyways, and we'll see what they got. So like it says, find your 98-cent domain name. But see, this is the special. See, it's only on these TLDs, so it's not on .coms, but not a big deal. So you can just if you already found something in, you know, NameMesh or another tool, you can just put it right in here and search and make sure it is available through Namecheap. If not, you can start searching and see if there's something available. I'm gonna show you this list here that I've created, where you can kind of and it's just a bunch of different ideas. Not all of these are going to be like best for you know, building an audience. The majority of them are, you know, just some of them, just kind of use your own judgment. But the way it's created is just take the word niche out and put in your niche or whatever the one word is you want in your domain name. So in my case, it's gadgets. So, or gadget, either way. I'll put, you know, I'll try gadgetsecrets.com. And that's one that probably isn't the best to make it feel like some kind of a community, but we'll just see if it's available. Likely it's not. And I'm going to hit enter. Oh, it's available, but it's $2,000, so we don't want to spend that much money. Next one, so Gadget Informer and Gadget Site. That one's also $2,000. So there is two for two on available domain names. They're just expensive. Gadget Site. That one's almost $5,000. I don't think I have website on there, but we'll just try it. Nope. All right. Gadget Made Easy. It's not really a good one. Gadget Headlines. Nope. So Gadget Insider, Gadget Reporter. So Gadget Reporter is available, but it's $1,200. So I'm not like, you know, I could like really cut this video short and just do all the work outside of the video and finding this stuff. But I want you to see my process. This is my exact process. A lot of times I don't use this sheet because I've kind of almost memorized it to a point where I just end up searching all these words eventually. They're just maybe not in the same order, but I'm going to go off of this until hopefully I find something. If I don't, then I'm going to have to do a plan B, which usually happens, honestly. You know, these are good domain names, but they're also going to be, a lot of them are going to be taken because they aren't good. So, tips, advice, madness. This isn't really a great one, but not available anyways. Gadget Resource. Discoveries. I'm not so sure about discoveries, but we'll try it after resource. resources available, but $2,200. That one's available. Like I said, gadget discoveries. I don't know. So the ones that I do end up finding available, I won't just buy the first one I come across. I'm gonna copy it, and I'm gonna make a new notepad file and paste the ones that are available in this one, and just kind of keep a running total of the ones that are available. So the next one is the singular. That's actually a really good one too, but it's $1,000, so not that good. Gadget breakthroughs. Gadget breakthroughs is available. Not really in love with that one either, but we'll put it on there. Excerpts, blurbs, Bible. For some reason, excerpts is always available. It's like nobody, and it is kind of a weird word, but in this case, it really isn't good for like building an audience. Doesn't feel like it could be an audience if you just hear that. It just sounds like an aggregator site or something. Same with blurbs. It's usually always available, but again, it's available because it just, to me, is kind of a weird one, but I put it on there in this list because it makes sense in some cases. I don't know. Alright, so Bible, trends, confidential. Trends will definitely not be available for gadgets. What was the first one? Bible. $2,700. It's available. Not paying more than $888. So trends, confidential, insights. That's the one thing you want to make sure that you spell this stuff right. That would be bad if you purchased a domain name with the wrong spelling. Gadget, confidential, and these are spelled correctly over here. So if it's feel safer just copying it, pasting it in Namecheap, and then swapping the word niche out, make it a little bit easier on you probably to make sure it's spelled correctly. Because Namecheap doesn't know if this is 1 word, 2 words, 5 words. It's just looking if the domain is available. So that is available. Gadget confidential. Let's do gadgets confidential. I don't think so. Gadget sounds better. Insights, beat wise. Cheat sheet, recap, HQ. I don't know what I just did there. Gadget cheat sheet. That doesn't really sound good for an audience. Ooh, $5,000. Daily, weekly, journal. Holy cow. 16,000. Alright. Almost done here. Journal, digest, and news. Definitely not be available. Alright, that's all from my list, so I'm going to move that out of here. So I'm going to look back. What I usually do is just look back through the ones that are available, and if I really like one, then I'll pick it. If not, then I'll keep go to Plan B, which I'm going to show you Plan B here in a second. So let's see, gadget discoveries, gadget breakthroughs, excerpt blurs. I don't like these, so I'm just going to take them out. They're not going to be options for me either way. Gadget confidential, gadget cheat sheet. I don't really like cheat sheet for gadget. For like an audience, doesn't sound like it could be an audience. These three though, gadget confidential. I'm going to keep those three, but I'm also going to show you, I'll give you a couple other options, really one other option to find some more of these words that you can slap onto the end of your niche. And it's called a reverse dictionary by OneLook. So it's onelook.com reverse-dictionary.html. You just go to Google and type reverse dictionary. It's usually on the first page, close to the top. So it's really just a thesaurus for the most part. You know, you type a word in, and it gives you a bunch of related like synonyms. So I'm gonna say discovery. Hit enter, and these are all like supposed to be synonyms for the word discovery. And it just gives you some stuff that you maybe would not have thought of. So I see discover here. What I could try is discover gadgets. Discover gadgets. Oh. Okay, no. It was available. It was too much money. So revelation actually reminded me of the word reveal, which I like. Let's do gadgets revealed. Nope. Maybe gadget reveal. I don't know, gadgets reveal doesn't sound right. No, it's taken. So I'm searching more for, again, the audience type words. So I'm just actually going to type in audience, see what it does. Crowd is actually a good one. $10,000. Just for the heck of it. It kind of sounds weird, but no, still too much money. Fans. Let's try fan first. Oh, too much money. So this is my exact process, guys. I'm not cutting anything out for this, so I apologize if you're like, you know, you've done this just as many times as me and you got to sit through this, but I think it's important for people that haven't to see my process. I want some more like community type words, so let's see. Again, I apologize for the noise in the background, man. It's just ridiculous. Society is one I really like. Yeah, of course it's taken. Gadget society. I know that community gadget was available. I saw that in here actually, like way at the top. Community gadget, but that just sounds goofy. But gadget community sounds better. Gadgets. Yeah. Village. That's an interesting one. So all the good ones are usually swiped up pretty quick by the domain guys. Gadget. So universes, I didn't even see universe in there, but it just came to mind. That's part of like going to this, is that you'll read words in here that will give you other ideas that aren't even on the page. So I'm going to actually put in universe and just see if there are any other similar world probably taken. It's always a good one, but yep. Gadget Galaxy. So I'm going to show you something else in a second that just reminded me of. One thing that is really cool if you can do it is if you've got a two-word domain name, if you can find find it where both words start with the same letter. There's a name for that when you're in language. I don't remember what it is, but this tool will actually do it. So universe. So I want to find words that are similar to universe, and if you click show filters, you can go starts with and G, and it'll only show you words that start with a G. So galactic gadgets. That would be too spacey feeling. Goodly. What? See if there's anything back with community gadget group. Guild. Not everybody probably knows what that is, but it would have been a nice short domain name. Ghetto. So what else can we use here? Forum. I'm trying to come up with other like community sounding words. Gathering. So if you can click on these and just click related, and it's be doing the same as searching. I want to show just G. I may not ever find one with a G, so I'll have to go back, but yeah. Just, words are just popping into my head that I'm typing in. I'm not like finding them elsewhere and not telling you. Oops. So breakthrough is another option. Because the community can be built around it, as in like first then like breaking news about brand new gadgets, that type of thing. Groundbreaking gadgets. Groundbreaking gadget is available. Interesting. That might be a winner. Oh, well, yeah, I've got to pick one of these four. Those are all actually really good anyways. But I wanted to show you kind of how I use this and when you can't come up with something else. So time to pick a winner here. Let's see. Gadget discoveries. Gadget breakthroughs. Gadget confidential. See, out of all of these, this one is it sounds the most like community or like an audience, because it's confidential. First of all, feels like exclusive information, that type of thing. I don't like the fact that that it's only one gadget in this one. So I'm gonna eliminate that one. So it's down to these three. Let's see. I usually don't have this hard of a time picking one, because there's usually only one that's really, really good. These three are pretty even in my mind, but so gadget discoveries, gadget breakthroughs, gadget confidential. I like gadget confidential. I'm going to go with that one. So I'm just going to copy that, go back to Namecheap, paste it in there. And now I'm ready to check out. I'm going to go add to cart. And so what we need here is actually to also register an email address. And we want our email address, obviously, to match our domain. So it makes sense to just, set the email up right now while we're buying the domain name. That way it's already created at the same time. So I'm going to click email hosting. And let's see. Just one mailbox is good. So the universal plan. And you can see over here that it's updating that. It's a 2-month free trial for the email. And then it'll renew on a yearly basis. It said like $11 a year or something. So I'm going to do view cart. And you can see the domain name there. WhoisGuard is basically, when somebody goes to search who owns a domain name, WhoisGuard is going to block out your private or personal information. It's going to make it private, and it's going to show that it was just registered through Namecheap. Of course, Namecheap will have all your contact info, but it won't be available publicly for people to just search online, like who owns a domain name, and then find their email info. They won't be able to find that. So this is the email here, and you can, if you just want to do the free 2-month trial, you can just leave it as is right here. However, understand that at the end of 2 months, Namecheap is going to email you and say, hey, your free trial is ending. And if you don't do something to basically pay for it or say that you want to keep it, they'll just delete your email account, which obviously you don't want to do. So I would recommend, if you do plan on keeping the domain and the email, clicking auto renew here, because that should automatically give you the 2-month trial still for free, but then it'll automatically just bill you, so you don't have to worry about them closing your account. So we don't need any of that stuff. You can just click confirm order here, and I already have an account. If you would log in there, but I'm going to create a new one. And this is, let's see, I'm trying to think of the usernames I've already used. And a password. So again, this may feel like I'm recording something you don't need to see, but it is helpful for people to make it, to just see every single little step. Obviously, you can fast forward this video if you want to. There's no reason you got to sit through this if you've already done this yourself 100 times like I have. But for the people that haven't, this is really why I'm creating it. So I'm gotta figure out what email I haven't used. And click create account and continue. And I am gonna save this. In my this is a password saver thing here, so gadget site for now, let's call it that. All right, now we need to add basically their address. You don't need to put a company name or job title, so just uncheck that box and get rid of that. Put your address in. Phone number. Don't need a fax. Email's already in there. Hit continue. And this is the whois info, like what I was talking about. Namecheap obviously has access to all this. This exists, all these different contacts. You can, if you've got, it's really for big companies. So like somebody that, has a billing department, you'd put them as the contact for your company, so that if Namecheap needed to contact them regarding a certain domain, they know who in the company to contact. However, this is the information that will be kept private. It won't be available public. It's only available through Namecheap. So that's good. Hit continue. And the last step is going to be payment info. So I'm just going to pause this video real quick and enter my card info and scroll up a little bit just to keep the card info hidden, obviously. And then I'll start the video here in just a second. Okay, just added my card info up there, right up the screen there. And so you just want to make sure everything is correct, your billing address, all that. If you want to automatically renew your domains every year, you can check this box right here. They've got, I already set auto renew on the email, which is what you saw me do when I hit that slider earlier. That's why that's checked right now. You don't need to do that if you don't want to, but that is it. So I'm going to click continue. And it's going to be processing here for a minute or so. So, I guess it's not processing yet. Just want to double check everything. Obviously, make sure that your domain is spelled correctly. And you got to check the terms and agreements for the email, I believe, is why they have all that. And hit pay now. I'm going to close these two tabs. So the next thing that we are going to do is the logo, which is actually the last thing for today's lesson. We'll let that process real quick. So I want to show you how to get to your email account in here so that we can use that email account now. All right. So I'm going to go to create mailboxes. And down at the bottom right here, you're going to create a mailbox. So you can see 0 of 1 mailbox is in use. Means that I have one that I can still create. And I'm going to give it a name. So I'm actually just going to use my own name for this, because there's really no reason not to. I could use a pen name, whatever, it doesn't matter. And I'll do a password. Storage is fine. I'm not ever going to use that much, but it's fine. Click save. I'm not going to save that one. Okay, so it's now set up. Dustin at gadgetconfidential.com. The main thing there, you can use something like, again, the support, like I talked about, the face of your business, whatever. However, it's better to when you're sending an email. So from like your autoresponders program, it's better for that to come from an actual person than it is a company. And that's just more of a kind of like an unconscious thing for email. People connect with other people, not companies. So that's just kind of a little tip there. So if you click this drop down, you can click open webmail. And you just sign in. And my password. You can take a tour of the webmail if you want. You can set this up in an email client too. Like I use Airmail down here for Mac. Or you can just run it on, you just log in online, however you want to do it. I'm going to keep that open because what I'm going to do is create a new account in Canva to finish this lesson up. So we're done. I'm going to click done for that. We're done in Namecheap for today. I think, when is it, tomorrow? Yeah, tomorrow we're going to be back in Namecheap and pointing our domain over to some hosting. So, oh yeah, before I forget, I want to show you my final list of products here. Ended up coming up with 20 total, and there still were way more. Like I didn't even get to like 2 different pages of them. So it's kind of just a quick preview of some of the products I found. Obviously not going to use 20 of them, at least not in this 30 days. Eventually maybe I will, but 10 is plenty. 10 is even more than you really need. But so I'm going to pick the best out of these, the best 10 out of this this list here. All right, so we're done in Namecheap. I'm going to go to canva.com. Canva's a really cool tool, not just for logos, but I mean, they've got all kinds of different designs that you can do. So I'm going to sign up with email. And now I can use my new email if I can get used to typing it. And just create a password. Started, it's free. Sure. What we're using Canva for, call it small business. You can try Pro for 30 days for free. You know, it allows you to do a lot more stuff. Probably the biggest thing is this right here for what we're doing like today, creating transparent backgrounds, meaning when you create a logo, it's going to show up with a background color and it's going to be like a square. So you've got to know kind of in advance, unless you're going to sign up for the free version, you know, if you kind of what color your site's going to be. You know, a lot of times a white background is like the standard, so not really a big deal. And then you can just crop the logo that you get from here. So I'll show you how to do that. I'm not inviting anybody. I'm going to skip it. And my first design, I will just click on logo. You can see all of these different things here they have, you know, stuff for social media, all kinds of things. So I'm just going to click logo. And what's cool is they've got just tons and tons of different templates here. I believe the majority of them are free. Just, you know, this one isn't. So when you hover over it, it'll say free at the bottom right if it is free. Like this one doesn't say it, and these do. The majority of them are, some aren't, and it's just based on like what's inside it, and if it's a graphic or a photo that, you know, they're using from someone else, then they just have to charge for it. So, okay, so you can either try and search something, like, you know, gadget tech for me, or you can look at categories, or you can keep scrolling all the way down and. Oh, right here, all results is just going to show every single template that they have, which a lot of times I'll just do that. But for right now, I'm going to see if they have any kind of category for, you know, computers kind of close, like gadget tech related. So computer's probably the closest. We'll just see what they got in there. And again, you're just kind of, this is kind of just a creative process. There is no like right or wrong, you know. In the slides at the beginning, the only thing I said was use Canva. You know, it's really up to you, and obviously you want it to kind of match the brand's niche. So, you know, I wouldn't want to create like a for a tech or gadget site, I wouldn't want it to look like a wedding logo, you know, something like a wedding event center or something. It just doesn't make sense. So like don't waste a ton of time on this, because you can always just get a new logo created or make one again yourself after you've been doing it for a while and give it a fresh new look. Kind of the point right now is to get a brand created and make it look legit. You know, you don't want it to just be like plain Times New Roman text. You want it to actually look like a legit company. So kind of want to think of your domain name too while you're doing this. So you know, Gadget Confidential. Like I like this one here, but not really, you know, for gadgets. So it's kind of weird. It's more like a software app type logo. So this one says gadget in it. If that's about the only thing that, you know, makes it look somewhat, or kind of caught my eye because it said gadget, but. Other than that, not really a lot. I'm going to just type in gadget, see if there's anything else. So electric, how about tech? Yeah, so this one's not free. Not really a whole lot here. That's when I would just kind of start going down and looking in here. You know, if you've got logos created elsewhere, you know, by all means, feel free to create a logo however you want. I'm just giving this as an option for people because one, it's free. Two, it's so simple. So I'm gonna actually pick one here and show you. I may end up like not using the logo I create today on screen. I may end up going elsewhere and getting one, so I'll show you that too before today's lesson's over. Just want to find something that's at least, you know, kind of close. Maybe I'll just go back up to computer again and just pick one. I'll just do this because it already says gadget, but I really want to show you like how to do this. So you just kind of click in here and you can type stuff. Confidential is way longer of a word than tree, so I'm gonna have to change the font size, but so I'm gonna highlight it all and go up here and change the font size to get it to fit in that box again. Oops. You can also just type the number for the font size until it, you know, try and go down just one number at a time. There we go. And now I can drag it back into the middle. And you can see those guides help you snap it into the middle. So that's pretty cool. So remember what I said though. If you're only using the free version like I am here, your logo is going to be this entire big box. You know, so that you don't really want that big of a logo right at the top of your page. So you're going to want to crop it. However, your background is also going to be showing. So if you are going to have a colored background like this, you want to make sure that it's matching the color of, you know, the background you're going to use on your site. And if you're okay using an orange background, cool. You know, just you're done already. At that point, you can just go up to download and download the PNG file. If you want to change the color, like so, I'll reverse these and make the background white and this orange color. So click anywhere on the background, it pops up this little box right here. And what I want to do is actually get that. There's a 6-digit number there that pops up if you hover over it. Hopefully this just stays here and I can just click it and not have to remember that number, but it's a good idea to remember the number. So F58220. So I'm going to click that, go to color, and good. So it's still here, I can just click it now, I don't have to remember the number. And I'm going to do the same with the font. It's right here, and then do that, and now change the background to white. There we go. So now, that'll work for now. You know, if I wanted to change the actual font style or the, you know, the font itself, I can click in here and do that. You know, they've got, I think they have Google fonts in here. Let me just see. Yep. So Poppins is one that I really like. I don't know if I can do italic like that was though. No, they don't have italic for Poppins, so I'm just gonna hit undo on that, change it back, and I'm just gonna be good with that. That's cool. So you can go to download. You don't have any options for downloading, like which way to download it, unless you're on their paid plan. You just got to go with the PNG is the square white box. If you are, you know, in the paid version or you're taking the trial for free, you can do a transparent background, but you know that's what they want you to do is take the free trial. But what I'm going to do is just download this whole big square and then crop it. So download it, get rid of this, and there's a ton of ways to crop photos online. You know, I can do it straight from my Mac. You can go to picmonkey.com and drag it like anywhere onto the site, drop image to edit. You used to be able to do this without an account. I'm not sure if you still can. I'm not sure what's happening right now. Just click edit photo. Yeah, it looks like they want me to register for an account, which I believe is free, maybe not. Free trial. Well, I'm just going to edit it on my Mac anyways. You can probably do the same on a PC. And really all that I want is where the color part is. So I don't need any white outside of this, you know, just enough to thing without too much extra white space. So I'm going to hit crop. Then I'm just going to save it, and I will we'll end up using that tomorrow, I believe. No, day 6 is when we're going to be actually filling out the fleshing out the site itself. So I'll save that in there. And right before we end this lesson, I want to show you a couple other places that I have, where I get logos from sometimes. This is 100% like totally fine. I've done this so many times and I'm totally happy with it. If for some reason, you're just like a design freak or whatever, like I am, I really actually enjoyed the design process of this, but what I just did is totally fine. Show you a couple different places I get stuff from. So I have a membership to elements.envato.com. I don't know what the monthly membership is or anything, but go to graphic templates and I'll just put gadget, hit search, and on the left you can filter the results to just logos. So what you're gonna get here, like these aren't finalized logos. You've got to be able to edit them somehow, like some kind of a Photoshop type program. I use the graphic app for Mac. It allows me to edit like PSD files and which is Photoshop files and Adobe Illustrator files. So I can open one of these and basically just like I did in Canva, just type in my own name for this, but still be able to use the image. So I get logos from here. These are all, so like you pay for the membership, whatever the membership price is, and you can download as many files from here as you want. I don't know what the pricing is anymore. So individuals, yeah, like $16 a month. I think I did the yearly plan or something though. So that's one place I get logos from, and then the other place is just like Shutterstock, which is actually, most people just think it's photos, but if you click right here and go to vectors, and I'll type like gadget logo, 37,000 gadget logo vector results. So again, this is another place where you could just spend hours like wasting time. Not necessarily wasting time, but you'll lose track of time very quickly if this is something that you enjoy like I do. But it's the same deal as Envato, where you basically just download this exact like design file and you can edit the text yourself. Just basically click in there like you did Canva, save it. It is going to be a bit more technical as far as knowing what to change and all that, but it's not. I learned it just like anybody else could. Just really taught myself. So those are really the two only other places that I like go and buy logos from. If you're like really, really serious about this business and making it a successful brand, 99 Designs is the only other place that I've gotten stuff done where it's a contest. So you go and you sign up and you got to pay up front. You pay, I think their cheapest plan's $300, and it's a contest. So people will bid on, or not bid, they will submit your custom design, and you pick the winner. So let's see if this is an example or what. I wanted to see like a case study so you could see all of the different. Well, this is showing you basically how it works. Yeah, so you'll get dozens of unique designs submitted by people. And you can pick the winner yourself. That's the only other place I've ever gotten logos. Like if I was really serious about building a brand, like a long-term brand, which this is. However, right now I would recommend keeping your $300 and using that for advertising money. But just wanted to show that, for the people that maybe got tons of money and are ready to just, get a nice logo right out of the gate. I usually will wait at least for profitability before I, get that serious about the design part of it. But